Hi everyone. Today I'm going to answer the question of whether it's possible to create a tear gas grenade from chili peppers. Spoiler alert, yes it is. I've seen several videos on YouTube, and I've also had comments telling me a few times that if I add chili peppers to my smoke bomb, it will become tear gas. For example, this guy mixes chili peppers with saltpeter, potassium nitrate, and sugar, makes a smoke bomb, and when he inhales the smoke, he starts coughing. For a long time, I ignored these videos and comments because I thought it was a myth and simply wouldn't work. The main component in red peppers responsible for the irritating effect is capsaicin, a very strong irritant, perhaps even the strongest, but for some reason no one uses it in tear gas grenades. There is a reason for this. Capsaicin is very difficult to sublime. If you mix it with a standard pyrotechnic composition used for subliming dyes, it will decompose rather than sublime. That's what I thought. But then a subscriber sent me a patent that actually describes making a tear gas grenade using capsaicin. However, it uses a fairly complex mixture with the addition of terephthalic acid and nitrocellulose. So, subliming capsaicin is possible but difficult. But I decided to give it a try. The patent is quite complex and it's unlikely I could replicate it, so I decided to try a simpler mixture and see if I could get any result at all. In the YouTube videos, everyone uses potassium nitrate as the oxidizer, but this is a poor choice because mixtures with potassium nitrate burn at a very high temperature, and most organic substances simply burn up instead of subliming. Here's what happens, for example, if you try to sublime a colored dye using such a mixture to get colored smoke. As we can see, the dye just burns and there's no colored smoke. Such a mixture would simply burn the capsaicin. It's almost a guarantee of failure. So, to increase the chances of success, I used ammonium nitrate instead of potassium nitrate. This is a mixture of ammonium nitrate, wood shavings and motor oil, which I prepared when I made a video about colored smokes using ammonium nitrate. This mixture burns at a much lower temperature, and I successfully made colored smokes with it. Check out that video if you're interested. Next, to further increase the chances of success, instead of chili pepper, I use nearly pure capsaicin. This is a solution containing approximately 5 grams of capsaicin. I extracted it from a Carolina Reaper pepper. I wanted to make pure crystalline capsaicin, but I haven't succeeded yet. If I do, I'll make a separate video about it. But as a result of this experiment, I have this alcohol solution of relatively pure capsaicin with a small amount of impurities. I simply mixed it with my ammonium nitrate mixture. I won't tell you the proportions. Check out my Telegram channel where everything is written. The mixture was dried and here is what resulted. For the test, I took only half a teaspoon of the mixture and wrapped it in foil. I expected a not very strong effect, more like a children's stink bomb, but the result exceeded all my expectations. Here's the test itself. Upon inhaling the smoke, I instantly felt pain in my chest and started coughing. Within a few seconds, panic overwhelmed me, and I quickly evacuated the greenhouse room. 5 minutes later, when the smoke had dispersed throughout the entire greenhouse, I tried to enter it and breathe. I managed to last less than 5 seconds. Again, chest pain and a severe cough. I couldn't believe such a powerful effect from this tiny thing. It made the entire room uninhabitable for a while. If only I had known it was this potent, I wouldn't have bothered making chloroacetophenone, CN gas. Subjectively, the pepper seemed stronger to me. Maybe not even subjectively, because I calculated the concentration of capsaicin in the air, assuming it sublimated 100%. This little thing contains about 200 milligrams of capsaicin. The volume of my greenhouse is about 20 cubic meters, so the concentration is about 10 milligrams per cubic meter. For reference, here are the non-tolerable concentrations of police tear gases. So, by my rough estimate, this pepper mixture has an effectiveness comparable to military tear gas grenades. I did not expect this. I want to say again, do not under any circumstances repeat this. I'm almost certain it is illegal. That's why I'm not providing the exact method or proportions here. Regarding the effects, this isn't exactly tear gas, it's more of a coughing gas. I did not experience any lacrimatory effect. This aligns well with the patent. The patent also notes that in police use of tear gas, the tearing effect itself is undesirable. I didn't quite understand why at first, but it's simple. Police use tear gas to disperse a crowd, so they just need people to move somewhere. But tear gas makes their eyes water, which obstructs vision, and a high concentration can even cause temporary blindness due to eyelid spasms. How can they go somewhere if they can't see where they are going? That's an interesting point. Therefore, a capsaicin tear gas grenade with an almost absent lacrimatory effect looks very attractive. Among its other advantages are practically non-existent toxicity and environmental safety. Also, the effects of capsaicin pass much faster than the effects after inhaling tear gases like CS and CR. Nothing but advantages, in short. That's all for today. For additional information, visit my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. I'll be posting my updates there before I release the next video.